In today's topic, we're going to learn about stacks and queues. And we'll see in this topic, we'll be learning about what is a stack, what is a queue, and how it is implemented, what is its corresponding algorithms. All these things we will learn in this presentation. Okay, going on to the next slide. Okay, stacks. A stack is actually it is a data structure. It is an ordered list. It is a particular structure in which made all the insertions and deletions are made at one end called the top of the stack. Actually, it follows the order last in first out. What actually Whatever you're going to insert into the stack, it will be placed at the bottom of the stack, and you're going to place one element over the other so that it follows this structure. This structure is called as the last in first out order. Okay, and I have given the stack. First one is an empty stack, and you're going to add one element. Adding an element into a stack is called as push. Okay, and then you're adding another element, which is number two. Okay, and it is actually, suppose if you want to delete, you'll be using what is called as pop. So this is actually how the stack really works. You're going to insert at one end, and you're going to insert delete from the same end. There is only one way out. One is either you're going to insert in one way, or you're going to delete the same way. Okay, the next one is queue. Queue is an ordered list in which all insertions takes place at one end called the rear, and the deletions takes place at the other end called the front. Unlike your stacks, here you're having two places. One place for insertion and the other place for deletion. The insertion will happen at the rear, at the back side, and the deletion will take place at the front side. Okay, and this follows the order first in first out. Whichever process is being entered first will be dispatched first. Actually, this is actually the concept behind queues. Okay, the actual concept behind queues. Actually, the operations, coming back to the stack data structure. When you're going to create a data structure, you're going to formulate some operations so that it performs perfectly as an algorithm. So there are several operations of a stack. First, you have to create a stack, and then you have to add I comma s. I is actually the element, and s is the stack which you have already created. Suppose if you're going to add a new element into a stack, the actually existing stack has to be updated. The next one is delete. Delete removes. Actually, whatever element you have placed last will be removed. That is, it will remove the last element which you have inserted, and then it will return the updated stack. And the next one is top of the stack. Top of the stack is actually what is, it will show what is the topmost element of the stack. And the last one is empty. Is empty means you're going to check whether the stack is true. That is, if it is empty, it will return true. If it is not empty, it will return false. Next one. Actually, this is the data structure for stack. The data structure, you're formulating what should be there and what should not be there. Structure, actually you're formulating a data structure for stack. So you're going to give the name as stack, and what your stack will be having. Your stack will be having an item, and then you're going to declare what you're going to declare. You're going to declare create. First, you have to create a stack, and then you're going to insert into a stack. Then you're going to delete from the stack, and then display what is the topmost element of the stack, and then check whether the stack is empty or not. Then you're going to these are all the declarations, and then the next one is the operations. The operations means the semantics of the data structure. The first one is, first you have to check that yes is, you have to tell that yes is a stack and I is the item. That is a variable. Yes indicates a stack and I indicates an item. And then first you're going to, what you're going to do is you're going to create a stack. You're going to create a stack and you're going to check whether the stack is empty. When you have created a stack, then obviously the stack will be empty. And then followed by what is called as, suppose if you are going to add I comma s means I is the element and s is the stack. Suppose you have added an element and then you're trying to check whether the stack is empty, then it will return false. And then the next one is delete. Delete is actually what, when you have created a stack and you're trying to delete any element from the stack, actually the stack is already empty, you cannot delete any element, so it will show an error. And then the next one, add I comma s. You're adding an element, and then once you are added an element, you're going to try and delete the element. Once you're going to add, and then the last element which you have added will be deleted, that it will return the stack. And then the next one is, when you have created, there will be nothing into the stack, and you're going to try and display, you cannot display anything, so it will show an error. The last one is add I comma s. I comma s is actually display. Okay, I is the element and s is the stack, so it will display the topmost element of the stack. It is actually the display. These are the axioms of this structure. Going to the next slide. Add and delete operations. Add and delete operations of a stack. How you're going to add and how you're going to delete. While adding, you're going to see what are the elements, what you should have the item, you should have the stack, and you should have the maximum there. Actually, the size of the stack, the size of the stack is n, and the topmost pointer, the top is the pointer which points to the last element you have added. So first you're checking that if top, so suppose if top is equal to n, suppose it has reached it greater than or equal to, so if top, if it is the pointer has reached the top of the element, then you should display stack full. Until, suppose if the condition fails, then it will come to the next one. That is top, for each time it will increment top by 1 until it is the stack is full. And then displaying purpose, what you're doing is uh, stack, that is the topmost element of the stack, it will display. This is actually adding, means it will check each and every time, it will check whether the stack, the maximum limit of the stack has been reached or not. The next one is delete. Delete is actually the same thing. Here what happens is, you're having top is equal to 0, that is underflow condition. In underflow condition, if top is equal to 0 means there is no element, the stack is empty. If the stack is empty, you cannot delete furthermore. So if the condition fails, it comes down, that is topmost element, it has to delete, and then it has to decrement top by 1 so that it comes to the next previous one. So this is actually the add and delete operations of a stack. Okay, then queue similarly, here you'll be having two ends, what is called as, the only difference is you'll be having front. Okay, there will be having top, and here you will be having front. Okay, the same thing here. So what is the difference? First you're checking for we are creating a queue and then adding into a queue, and then suppose if you have created a queue and trying to delete it, it will show an error. And the main thing what you are going to do here is front, instead of top you'll be having front. Okay, suppose you have created a queue and then you're going to display the front, it will just show an error. Okay, front means it will delete from the it will delete from the front and it will show the, it will insert from the rear. This is actually the concept. The only thing is the front will be there instead of top in the stack. Then here in add and delete procedure of a queue, you're going to check that is a rear. The add, for add you'll be having rear. If rear is equal to n means the already the stack is full. It cannot accommodate any more elements inside the queue. So rear is equal to rear plus 1. Suppose if this condition is false, then rear is equal to rear plus 1, and then it will add the element into the queue. Okay, then the other one is actually what is called as delete. Delete is actually you'll be having front and rear. If front and rear points to the same element, then you're going to call it as queue is equal to empty. Okay, then each and every time you're going to delete, your front will get incremented. Okay, then front will get incremented by 1, so that it will the element which is deleted will go out. Okay, each and every time it will be stored in the front, that is item q11, it will get stored in queue. So this is actually the add and delete procedure for queue. Hope you have understood here. Thank you.